Okay, here we are on the top of page 3 for 9.6, and in doing some of the things now that we know how to do with exponents, dividing with same bases, raising a product to a power, multiplying with same bases, but now the exponents are going to be fractions, rational exponents. So we're going to get some practice combining this new idea of rational exponents with what we already knew, using either the rules, writing it out. Here's where the rules are going to come in real handy for you when you're dealing with those fractions. Simplified expression, remember that you need to finish with positive exponents only, so they remind you of that even in the instructions. And these are practice plus problems because we are combining these two concepts together. So here we have x to the 1/4, this is number 52, divided by x to the 3/4. So when you divide the same base, and in this case our bases are x, we've got x raised to an exponent divided by an x raised to an exponent. When you divide the same bases, you subtract the exponents. Specifically, you take the top exponent minus the bottom exponent. So what that'll look like is now we have x to the 1/4 minus 3/4. You just keep the base and you subtract the exponents. In this case, 1/4 minus 3/4, you've got common denominators, so it's just numerator minus the numerator. 1 minus 3 is -2, so you get x to the -2/4. Or that might be simplified as x to the -1/2. But again, we want to finish with positive exponents. So the negative flips the base. So the base is x, same as x over 1. When it flips, it becomes 1 over x, and that's the job of the negative. Okay, the job of the negative exponent doesn't make anything negative, it just flips it. So this becomes 1 over x, still raised to the 1/2 power, and that is your finished version. Okay. Let's look at number 54. We've got x to the 1/6, y to the 15th, the whole thing raised to the 3/5. So what we have is we are multiplying. We've got a product here that's raised to an exponent. So it's a product to a power, or power of a product. I can't remember how they express that. Product to a power rule, which means we're going to multiply the exponents. So we're going to take 3/5 times 1/6 and 3/5 times 15. So what does that look like? We're going to have x to the 1/6, and we're going to have y to the 15th, but we're going to be multiplying both of those by 3/5. So x to the 1/6 times 3/5 and y to the 15th times 3/5. In the exponents is what we're talking about in terms of multiplying. Okay, now when we multiply fractions, you're going top times top, bottom times bottom, and then reducing. In this case, 1 times 3 is 3, 6 times 5 is 30, so x to the 3/30th, or it reduces to x to the 1/10th. And in the y's, you've got 15 times 3 over 5. Now, at the first one, I did just straight across, and then I reduced. You could reduce ahead of time if you wanted to as well, but we can go straight across too. 15 times 3, this is 15 over 1, so 15 times 3 and 1 times 5. So y to the 45 over 5, which reduces to y to the 9th. So there's our final version, x to the 1/10, y to the 9th. And now here's one for you to try. So go ahead, before you try number 50, make sure you've got the notes copied for the previous two problems. Talk them through, make sure it makes sense to you, and if not, make a note of it. Bring those questions to class or to your help resource, whether that be a friend, a family member, a tutor. Go to the SLC, Multicultural Center, whatever it takes, get the help that you need. Ask those questions, don't wait, okay? Even if it's just to clarify something, that's how you're going to get stronger and better, is being willing to talk it through with somebody. Okay, and then try number 50. And now would be a good time to pause the video, and then we'll come back. Okay, the answer to number 50, you're multiplying with same bases. The rule is to add the exponents. So you're going to be adding 1/4 and 1/5. When you do that, your final version should be x to the 9/20th.